do here is they put together a little presentation that I'm going to narrate as we go down. And if you have any questions, if something jumps up at you, feel free to raise your hand or shout out or whatever, and we'll get through this, because at the end of it there'll be a Q&A, but sometimes people want to have something to say before that. So here we go. And right here is, to start off, is actually the reason Joe contacted me was he had read an article someone had written on me about collecting. And it went out to a few, it was in a few publications, and he noticed it, and he contacted me and said, would you like to come in for my history expo, which when I was a kid in school, my favorite subject was history. And I always thought to myself, like, what would someone do that was very good at history, do for a career? And I suppose Joe shows you this is what can be done. You can be a curator or an executive director of a museum. Me, it was memorization. I used to just memorize everything I would read. So in history, that's pretty much half the battle, is to know what you read and being able to recall it. So it worked well for me in my scripts and my memory, because a lot of people would say, how did you memorize all those lines? And I just had a good memory, and I love books. So the Celebrity Collector was the article, and literally everybody does collect something. My grandma, when I was a kid, she was an antique collector and a dealer, and I drove all over the country with her. And I learned the value of there's some expensive things, and there's some inexpensive things, but everybody collects something, and that's the neat part about it, something close to their heart. So let's check the next screen right here. What do we have upcoming?